So look, y'all, I'm back with another video, right? But I want to talk about some shit that I was thinking about last night. I was watching this video, right, and it was about, you know, how people can feel the chosen one's presence, right? And usually, when, it be videos popping up on my recommend that I be like, thinking about or resonating with at the time. Or like when I watched the video, it was like I was resonating with it, and I just started thinking about like the most recent events that that was leading up to the video or whatever, right? And it's like anybody that I come across, it's almost like I affect them in some type of way, or like it just be like a little weird, and it just be like a little weird. But like sometimes I just be sitting back, like if I'm around like a lot of people, I just be sitting back observing how people act. And like I don't wanna, I don't like speaking down on nobody, but like it's like you could just tell that people just have like a low consciousness, man. Like I'm not gonna say dumb or stupid, cause I don't like, speaking negatively on people. But yeah, man, it's just like you can just tell like they be having like a low consciousness, like they can't think at all. Like it could just be the most simplest things, man. Like, and they just can't comprehend the shit. But at the same time, I be understanding because certain people, they come from a different era, a different time. Most speaking of like the older generation. Now some people, they do be having they be on the conscious side, and then some people, they just be done, like, so I do be understanding. Like a little bit, because they grew up in a different time. Back then, if they grew up in like the 60s, 70s, or the 80s, they probably had it much harder than we did, or like than the time is now. So being conscious back then wasn't really a thing. But if you happen to be conscious back then you was damn near lucky. Cause most people don't come out them times a little conscious. They always come out, man, with the bad end of the stick. But by me being the chosen one, right, and just me being around certain people, it's like, since I uplift the atmosphere or just the energy period in the environment, it's almost like, you can see people for who they really is. So it's like, it'll make you want to distance yourself, but then at the same time, it's like, if I'm gonna be here, I might as well try to uplift it, try to make it a peaceful environment for me, at least while I'm here. You know what I'm saying? But after a while, it do get to a point where I just be wanting to distance myself, because it do start to bother me. Like all the toxic energy flowing around it do be trying to get to me. But at the same time, since I be getting in nature, or I try to get sun. I'm sitting in that sun right now, man. Yeah, all these stuff, like if you feel like your energy been drained just a little bit, man, just come replenish your energy, man, for real. Cause it's good to keep your energy up, man. Cause this is a never-ending spiritual warfare out here, man. But I also want to talk about last night. When I was going home, the neighborhood that I listen to, it usually be niggas, like they be blasting music and shit like that. They be cranking and shit, they be turning up or whatever, right? But when I got out the car and shit, I was walking to the crib, all of a sudden, like as soon as I walked past and I went in the house, they stopped playing music. Like I just noticed, like they stopped playing music. And I was just like, at first I wasn't really paying attention to it, right? But then I started to notice how it went from music playing to like dead silent, and everything just went peaceful, right? So I'm thinking like, did I just do that? Because but before we came, it was like the niggas was just out here blasting music, and they was rapping, they be turning up and shit like that, and as soon as I come around, it's like everything just go quiet, right? Now sometimes it do, like, you know, like the neighbors and shit like that, they do be playing music. Like if I'm already like, say if I stay home a day or something like that, like at nighttime they'll start playing music. But like say if I'm out, you know, running errands all day and I just come home, like whatever they do, and when I come home it's like everything just shift, everything just change. It's just crazy. I just be noticing how quick shit be shifting every time I come around or come to a different environment. Like someone could be bad, and then as soon as I come around, everything just turn good. You know, or it could be like, I don't know, man. It's just some shit that I'm noticing, man. Like then it's like I say, how, you know, since our energy is like very strong, since we like vibrating like high. And like it forces people, like even if you come around a negative, toxic person, after a while, the longer they stay around you, it's like you healing them spiritually. So anytime they come around you, it's like you forcing them to be a positive person because you're positive, right? And this is why sometimes it's also good to protect your energy too, because, you know, after a while, these people, like they're not conscious of what's going on. So they'll go from being this positive person to right back to their old ways of being a negative, toxic person. This is why sometimes it's like, what you want to call them, a two-faced person? Because deep down inside, they are, you know, I don't like putting that out there in the atmosphere, but, you know, they are negative people. And so to protect yourself from this energy, just keep yourself away. But while you're around, you will start to notice how you starting to change everybody. And you just starting to notice how everything just starting to, it just seems like magic is happening before your eyes. Like good shit just started to flow good through everybody. Everybody's lives start to thrive when you come around. Like just pay attention. Like, you know, sometimes like I don't like the force, you know, I don't like the force to third that shit, but you know, sometimes you just peep shit without even trying. Like you just sitting back, just enjoying family time. You just sit back and just throw this little shit. Like you start to hear shit. When I mean like hear shit, it's like you almost tapping into a different dimension right here in front of everybody. Like it's just weird, man. It's just weird, man. It's weird. But when you start to tap in with yourself, you start to focus more on yourself, you're going to start to tap into different dimensions. You're going to start to tap into different realities right in front of your face. Like you don't gotta live the life that people set out for you. You could live the life that you want. You know what I'm saying? As long as you not doing anything that's gonna be a detriment to your life or your future, then you gonna be good. As long as you know what I'm saying, you helping yourself, you taking care of yourself, making sure you taking care of your body, health-wise, spiritual-wise, mental-wise, whatever you believe in, man. Just make sure you benefiting yourself. You doing everything that's gonna benefit you. Cause it ain't nobody else's job to, you know, to take care of you. Cause, you know, man, I ain't even, me sometimes I gotta be humble, because even me being how I am, knowing that I'm like the most spiritual person that I come around, like I don't know if other people are spiritual, like that I come across, but you know, I could just tell, like I'm carrying a different energy. So it's like I gotta be humble. Like remember when I was telling y'all about it was this nigga that was shit talking me at the court. Like I could have been exposed to niggas, like for real. Compared to me, that nigga, he's not shit. He can't fuck with me as far as the basketball shit. But you know, I don't like to show off. I don't like to, you know, I ain't that type of person that just be throwing shit in your face. Like I ain't that type of person. But you know, if you just keep shit talking me, then your time gonna come. Like eventually, it's gonna come a point in time where you just gonna have to get exposed, man, for real. Cause it's only so much bullshit a nigga could take. But I ain't talking about doing like no extra shit. I'm talking about just with basketball and shit like that. Now, as far as like some other shit, if a nigga talking about some other shit, you got it, cause I ain't trying to live that life. It's just a waste of time. For what? Like I already told y'all what that shit'll get you in that Young Dolph video. Like no matter how I go down, whether you beefing with other niggas or whether you just carrying negative energy or whether it's just certain shit that you just don't want to be, attached to a part of. But at the same time, though, some shit is worth addressing because if we just let people just disrespect you, they just gonna always look at you like you're a pushover. So some things I do address, some things I just leave it be. But I'm telling you, some shit ain't what it seemed to be though. But yeah, man, just make sure y'all protect y'all energy, man. I don't want to make this video too long, no long drawn out video about this. I just wanted to make this video about what I was thinking about how, chosen ones' energy, just they whole presence. It's just a very strong presence. People could definitely feel your energy when you come around. Like people, they love believing in shit that they can only see with their own two eyes. But yet, most of the shit that's going on in their reality is some shit that you can't see with your own two eyes, right? Like sometimes it still be some shit that be going on that I don't be understanding. But I just make sure that I just, any bad thing that I put in my body, I make sure that I clear it out as quick as I can, because I don't want that shit to, cause any type of detriment to my life. Whether it be food, whether it be, whether it's with having sex with a female, and even still, I'm still on this No Nut November shit, man. Hope y'all boys still on No Nut November, man. Protect your energy, man. Keep your energy up. But like I was saying, even if it's having sex with a female, man, these females be carrying some fucked up ass energy. So just in case you out here, you fucking these energy vampires, man, just make sure that you clearing that energy out. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be good in the moment. This shit gonna be good, but this shit gonna feel good, whatever. It's addictive. But what's more important, your future, or you just just going around and thinking anything, and you not knowing what the fuck they carrying out here. Like energy is very important. Like how you feel within is going to project on the outer. Most people always be like, man, I don't feel like doing this, I don't feel like doing that, man. People be impatient. Yeah, man, it's because you don't got enough energy within yourself. You don't got that motivation. You don't got that, you know what I'm saying? People always treat themselves like shit, so you always gonna feel like shit. You always gonna treat people like shit because you feel like shit within yourself. You know what I'm saying? You only project a reflection of yourself. You know what I'm saying? I'm positive, so I project positive energy. That's how it is. I only get back positive. There's gonna be some people that's gonna try you, but protect your energy. Ever since I've been wearing this, like to be honest, it used to be people talking about crystals and shit like that. Now I ain't really with the crystals and shit like that, but ever since I've been wearing this, I ain't really been experiencing too much weird shit as far as like, the shit that I used to experience. Everything just, just smooth sailing. I get to focus on what I want to focus on, man. But yeah, man. I feel like I want to talk more about, like, it's like a lot of shit that I want to talk about, like sports. And I don't really want to make that shit the main focus, because them all distractions for real, but it's for like, Like, people just gotta wake up because people still think that sports is real. People still watching the news, man, all that shit. But yeah, man, these videos just gonna be flowing, man. Make sure y'all stay up, man. Y'all stay blessed, man. And I'm out, though.